Hey everybody, Richard Maxwell here, Arcadia Creative Musical Arts and Sciences Program. It is Friday, Friday, December 8th, 2023. It's been a week. Here's episode 17. Thanks for tuning in.
So, Dr. Danskey, welcome back. It's your second
thanks
time.
for having me
right?
back. Yeah, second time.
My first time interviewing you, I was with football. I think the last time you came in. It's a little later in the year. It's getting closer to the holidays. You excited for break?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Aren't we all ready for a break sometimes?
Yeah.
I think, in education, we just get used to these regular breaks to refresh that we need. And I was reminding myself that people in private industry don't get the number of breaks that we do. But I think we just work our little butts off and need some time off to refresh, recharge, and come back our best.
Absolutely. I guess that's kind of interesting that there's a lot more breaks in the education industry than in others. But I mean, it's probably more stressful to have to deal with, 2,000, 1,600 kids?
We have 1650 now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a stressful job, but when you love what you're doing, I think it makes a big difference in how you approach every day, and when you love coming to work and you find a lot of joy in your day, it becomes a lot less stressful.
Yeah. So there's for those of you who don't know, there's a program here at Arcadia called Snowstorm of Thanks that gives to teachers. It's all donation based, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it's a gift for the teachers. Can you explain a little bit more about what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. So Arcadia is fortunate to have a really, really amazing PTO and a group of parents, including Dad's Club as well, that strongly support the high school, and they allow for us to do things for teachers that we would not be able to do on our own, including student projects. And so one of those projects is Snowstorm, in which they raise funds to give a gift to teachers at the holidays. And then the teacher can use that as they need. What I think is special about it is, that well-known fact that teachers spend a substantial amount of their own money to buy school supplies or special things for their own classrooms. And so it's a way of giving back to teachers, for all of their work and investment over the year.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome. Is there how do you guys go about running it? Is it pretty simple?
I
to
actually
organize?
don't know how PTO organizes it. I think that they are event organization masters. And I know that they have parents on PTO that are very experienced putting on large events, auctions, event planning. And, these are very specialized skills that thankfully we're fortunate to have PTO be willing to donate their time to us. And I think it gives us some really awesome things here at the school, some awesome opportunities. Even if you go walk around the school, all of our paintings on the sides of the building that say Titan or RA, those were all funded by PTO.
I didn't actually know that. That's
Yeah,
very cool.
we would not be able to do that on our own. PTO helps us take care of the koi pond because we could not afford that on our own. They've helped us do some really cool projects. They give teachers $200 for supplies in the year. And so some teachers buy tech subscriptions, or others will buy
Yep.
supplies for students. And so it's amazing what PTO has thought of, that we haven't thought of, things that we might need, that teachers might need, students might need here at the high school to support them. They do lunches monthly for the teachers.
Oh, that's
They
awesome.
started doing Fun Fridays. I didn't know if you had seen this. Last month, they brought Otter Pops for lunch for all the
Oh,
students.
that's what that was from?
That was from PTO.
I didn't know that. I thought this was from
Yes.
the cheerleaders or something.
No, they're
the
going to
dance
start doing
squad.
Fun Fridays for us. And so
That's
I think
awesome.
we have another one coming up. But it's just the creativity of the parents and their willingness to dedicate a lot of time. I can't even imagine the number of hours that our parents put in to support us.
Yeah, it's very generous of them to give that time. Kind of switching gears a little bit. So you're the principal. You run the entire school, right? What's 1,650 students? I think is what you said earlier.
Yeah.
And that's pretty crazy. What is that like? Like, what is your job like?
Well, I wouldn't say I run the entire school. I would say I facilitate the operations of the school. I realize that's kind of like a play on a perspective, but we have a lot of staff members in leadership roles here in this building, and also drawing on the community. And it's really more a coordination of effort, and sometimes just being able to say this group of people really have a talent in this area. We have a project that needs done. I'll schedule a meeting. We'll get the thing going. And sometimes it's really just gathering people together towards a vision to get moving on something. So it's not really me. I'm just kind of gathering people together and orchestrating it. And I guess I would say less running the building and more being a facilitator.
What is it like to facilitate people then?
Well, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge. I think it's really fun when you accomplish a meaningful project, and you look back and say, we were able to do this. We were able to provide this experience for students, or improve our school in this way. I think it goes a long ways to promote teamwork in the building as well.
Yeah.
Particularly when we have students get together as well. Is on any team, you get to know each other better, you form relationships, and I think this is part of what makes our school such a strong, positive place to be, because there's so many ways to be a leader here on campus.
Yeah.
Last time I was here, I mentioned over the 60 clubs that we have in our building.
Astounding.
And so I think on average, our students, what I hear anecdotally, are involved in 2 to 3 clubs.
Yeah.
And so those students get to know all the students on that club, and so kind of by default, a lot of the other students here in the building. I think there's really a climate of respect and positivity.
Absolutely, yeah.
We have a lot of fun here, which is great. I mentioned last time some of the clubs that we have, that the gals didn't know we had, like the karaoke club is new, and I know that Swifties club is coming. I haven't seen it yet.
Eventually it'll get here.
It'll get here. I know. I'm thrilled for it. I want a T-shirt. And so I just think because there's so many special things that we have here in our building that students love coming here. And, I don't necessarily hear that, but when I'm out at lunchtime, or in the morning, and I just see students' faces, I see they're happy to be here. I see them conversing with each other. Like, it's just, when you have a feel for a place, you can tell when you walk into a building whether it feels good or not.
Yeah.
And I just think Arcadia, it just feels good to be here.
I think the greenery and everything, I'm so sad about the trees. The trees are gone. I love those trees.
Oh, they came in and trimmed those trees on Saturday.
Yeah.
They needed assistance. They'll grow back.
Yeah, I like that. It does feel much more like neat. I'm a forest person. I like lots of shade and greenery.
Yeah,
I like it, between the grassy knoll and all the plants and the open air. It feels very energizing.
Absolutely.
In my English class, we talked about nature and the romantic view of nature, romantic 1800s era, that. Era of their view of nature as a healing force, which I guess there is some truth to that. Getting to come to school and walk across open air and sunshine, or sometimes not sunshine, but it's still breezy and nice out. It's very positive. It's a good start to the day.
It feels good. I think the amount of time that we get to spend outside in the sunshine, surrounded by some really beautiful things. I agree with you. Every time I walk by the garden, that the garden club gets together. That looks amazing right now. Holy cow. It's quite something else. And I see students walk by it a lot. What's funny, I heard a funny story. A student walked by it and didn't know what an artichoke plant looked like. I don't remember
does?
how old when I saw one. It's a little different looking. It's interesting.
It's fascinating.
But, to learn where our food comes from is important for our lives. So we're just so fortunate to have everything we have here.
Yeah, and I think our time is about up. Thank you so much for coming back and doing another segment here. Hopefully you enjoyed your experience on the CMAS podcast.
Absolutely.
And,
Thanks for
have a
talking to
great
me,
rest of your
Cal.
day. Yeah, of course. Thanks for
you.
watching,
All right.
everybody. Oh, wrong camera. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to another podcast episode. I'm your host, Lily Trieu. This is episode 16, I believe. This segment is Hope to Believe on. Usually, these are my regulars minus Jason. I call them my regulars because they're here in like almost every single episode and every single recording session. We have Lily over there. She's helping with production, so a big thank you to Lily.
Thanks.
For the first time in who knows how long. My regulars, I'm calling you my regulars. My regulars have come up with a topic.
Crazy, I know.
Yeah.
Never seen before.
What's your guys' topic for today?
It's about songs that you once considered to be extremely overrated, but upon re-listening, you realize they're just as good as everybody says. Kind of specific, but we can make it work.
Yeah, we can make it work. All right. Your topic, start us off.
I think the main choice for me would be "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana.
I agree.
I used to love that song back when I was like 9 or so, and then I stopped listening to it, and I was like, it's solid, but it's not as good as everybody says. Re-listened to it for the first time, and I don't even know how long, like a month ago, and I realized this is like a 10 out of 10. It's such an incredible song.
Yeah. I completely agree. Although I will admit I have been getting a little, we play it a lot in CMAS. You guys haven't been to a lot of gigs, have you?
Nah.
No, so yeah, we played at every gig.
It's funny, the very first song Mr. Maxwell ever taught us when we joined CMAS
Smells Like Teen
Smells
Spirit.
Like Teen
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah. Pretty easy riff on the guitar. Did I ever truly learn it? No, because I chose to go down production. But, Cameron?
I don't have any songs. If they're all overrated, they're overrated, and I never change my mind.
Wow.
That's cool. Just like
Nothing?
Oh,
If
wait.
you have an opinion-
Actually. Happy by Pharrell Williams.
I don't know that song.
happy.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh!
I agree.
Yeah.
I never really thought it was overrated. I just always thought it was kind of good.
I
I
loved it
thought
because
it was
of
good,
Minions.
but the thing is my grandma played it like every single day, every time I went over to her house.
So you just got sick of it.
Yeah. Mine was Lavender Haze by Taylor Swift. I love
I know
Taylor
this guy
Swift.
does not know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
do you know the one song that's on the radio called Anti-Hero 2?
Yes.
Anti-Hero is a very, very
No.
good song. It was just
Yeah,
played,
yeah.
and I didn't watch the music video, and I didn't get it, and I was like, what are you talking about? You know? Like, I didn't get it when I first listened to it, and it was just played so much that I didn't get a chance to get into it, so then I thought it was overrated, but I now know better.
Or like Cherry Waves by Deftones. I feel like everyone talks so highly about it, and I just never listened to it. But then I heard it, and I was like, wait, this is actually kind of good. But a
Yeah.
song that I thought that was just overplayed after Barbie came out.
Oh,
That song that was all over TikTok. I don't know the name. It was like, if you
lights, dancing under
yeah,
the
that
lights,
one.
the
That
Dua Lipa
song makes me want to cry. That song is burnt in the back of my
Y'all
head.
know what
and
song
I
we're
hate
talking
it.
about?
Yeah, I broke a
The-
TV
I-
over it.
What?
I
Yeah.
would
Is
have.
that
if
true?
It is. I went to my cousin's house, and he was planning to destroy this old TV, this old,
Yeah.
like the TV you have in your room, right?
Oh yeah, like an
big
old
box
garbage
TV,
box.
right?
Yeah, classic box TV.
And he was like, "What songs should we play?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let's just go to Spotify, top hits,
No.
of-
Top hits
top
today.
50 hits or something."
Yeah.
First song that appeared, and I got so mad. I took that sledgehammer with all my might. I slammed the sledgehammer.
Should have played "Still."
What?
Office
What?
Space, dude.
That song, I forgot about
Is that-
that.
Oh, I see the common trend here. What we're talking about, it's highly overplayed. Is the song we mentioned? It's
Yeah.
that happens a lot with TikTok songs. You can agree with me there.
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
It is.
I don't
They
know what
will have such a great song, and then it's suddenly on my For You page every second of
No,
every
because
day.
what's that song? I don't know who it's by. It starts with a P, but that song "Need To," and it has have you not heard? It's nothing new to care about. It's some.
Oh, that
Okay,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
That song was I love that song so much, but I kept getting it on my TikTok over and over and over and
Oh,
over.
you know
and
what?
I just like I got sick of it.
Okay, I love Conan Gray. Okay, I found out who Conan Gray was through Heather. Does that mean it recently was just December 3rd, aka if you don't have a sweater day, it's really depressing.
I don't have one.
Heather, like, me in your sweater, I wish you were, you know, Heather.
No.
Why would you ever kiss me? I'm gonna stop. Before I
No,
embarrass myself.
I still don't know.
Okay, it's still such a popular TikTok song, and it's a great song, but every December it's like, oh my gosh, I remember this song. I'm so happy it's back, and then it's also by December 4th. I'm like, oh my god, no.
No,
Actually, recently, the guy who wrote Heather, he was digging through his old notebooks and for the anniversary of the song, because the line is, I don't remember the line, but they mentioned December 3rd, so for December 3rd, which is what we call Heather Day, he broke out some of the original verses he wrote for the song, which I thought, did you see that?
No, I did not.
Check it out. It's actually, I like it.
Like,
Do I like it
love-
as much as the one he decided to keep? No, but I still liked it a
Like,
lot.
I love that song so much, but that was
love
like that was
Conan
in like
Gray.
my sad era.
They
so
don't know
now
what
it's,
we're
like-
talking about.
Like
Yeah.
now that I
Yeah.
hear that
Okay.
song, it
I'm
just
just
makes
sitting
me
here
sad.
like- I think I maybe know what you're talking about, but I have no idea.
Yeah. What other songs you got?
Uptown Funk by Mars.
Oh, I agree.
Wait,
Mars.
is that like the Uptown
Funk
Funk?
Yeah,
You
that
Up.
one.
Uptown Funk it up. Wait, you up? I don't even know. I don't know that song.
I don't actually know.
I don't know.
I think okay, Old Town Road.
That
I still
song
hate
makes
that
me want to
song.
bash my head in a wall. I will ever
is-
break that.
I
Oh my god.
Never could have. I like his new music better.
I don't like any of his music.
See, I went to his concert. It was actually a pretty good concert. Old Town Road, looking back on it, I'm like, this is so, like, what is this
No.
compared to your current music?
Yeah.
No, when it was
Definitely a
popular,
stylistic change,
Yeah.
but I honestly think that Old Town Road is a really solid song. I much
It's a
prefer it to his
solid
new
song.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
no, because like when it was popular, as a joke, I showed my grandma that song on a big TV. It was blasting it, and ever since then, she has been obsessed with that song. And
Okay,
every time
how
I
old
see
were
her,
we when Old Town Road came out?
we were like,
Fourth grade?
Fourth grade?
9.
it was not fourth grade. It was older than that.
It was 4th grade for me.
No, it was fourth grade for us.
Well, we're all in the same grade, so
Yeah,
it
so
would
it
have
had
been
to be fourth grade.
It would've
It's
been-
like between fourth
How
and
do
fifth.
y'all remember that? They all blend together.
The only reason I remember it is because after every single year we would go to like a community swimming pool called
Yeah.
Melrose by my
Mhm.
school,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to, my old fourth grade teacher played that song on repeat 10 times in a row,
Oh.
and also that day I had the Pippi Longstocking theme stuck in my head because we watched the movie the day before.
Okay, I didn't know who Pippi Longstocking was. And then, is that the girl with the pigtails?
Yeah.
See, I wore pigtails one day, but I didn't, and I do twist outs, and I didn't feel like taking them out of my twist. And then somebody told me you look like Pippi Longstocking. I was really confused.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
bad. No.
But other songs?
I'm trying to think of songs that were like overplayed, but I'm not. I can't really like Smells Like
22, Taylor Swift.
I still love that song.
I do love
Okay,
the song. I do, but when I was younger,
Anti-Hero.
before I was a Swiftie,
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I'm
okay.
like I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Like she has a few songs like Cardigan that I like, but like
Love Cardigan. Folklore.
Okay, but, like,
amazing.
Oh yeah.
it literally the song Anti-Hero, when I hear that song, like my blood
I feel
genuinely
like people
boils.
ruined it from its original meaning.
Like
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
that song. Like that song just made me just go against Taylor. I'm sorry.
Well, okay. Well, here's the whole point of Anti-Hero was like it was actually a deep meaning song. If you watch the music video, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it in a while. Okay.
Right, it's about her being tall and being small and
What?
What?
seeing herself. What?
What are
Anti-Hero's
you on
music-
about, boy?
Anti-Hero's music video. She's
I've never
tall,
seen it.
Small.
I haven't seen it
Two
in a
of
while.
them.
There's
Yeah,
there's two of them in her house. It's basically her watching herself and like. Anyways, not the point. It's actually a very good deep meaning song, but I feel like it was played over and over as like your generic pop song, which it isn't. And
Okay.
then it got overplayed.
This song will always be a bop. I will forever love this song, but I feel like at
Mm-hmm.
some point it did get overplayed. Pumped Up Kicks.
Oh.
Which one is that?
All the other kids.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that song, I will forever love that song because I grew up with that song. Like, my dad was
Obviously, yeah.
obsessed. But, like,
Yeah.
people just kind of ruined it.
Also, I only know
yeah.
that part of the song.
See, that's my exact
TikTok has
point. Because
ruined me,
people would
guys.
just
I don't
play
even know.
that part.
I don't think that was a TikTok thing.
Well, I know
I
it
think
wasn't
everyone
I
knows
know
that,
everyone
yeah.
knows it, but I'm saying I only know that portion of the song. We can go a little over. Sorry, our timer.
That felt short.
I think
Yeah.
because he started the timer.
We
like,
actually
I
had
started
it.
the
Yeah.
timer.
Oh my God.
late.
Yeah.
And I estimated. We can go over a little bit.
Okay.
Nico, any other songs?
I would say there's one I was. Oh yeah, "Get Lucky" by Daft Punk.
Oh, my God.
Which
Yeah.
one?
It's that one that's.
I don't
like-
know titles. I know.
It's that one-
Oh.
Yeah, that song. I used to like it a lot, and then went through a period of like it's
Yeah.
good, but it's overrated. Re-listened to it today when I was on my way to school because it was on the radio
Yeah.
in Cameron's car, and it was playing on the radio,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is way better than I remember."
Yeah.
And it's like so unique. It's
You know
such a
what's
great
another
song.
one? Closer, baby, pull me closer.
I still hate that song.
Backseat
No.
of your Rover. Oh, my God.
Who made that song?
Halsey and
Chainsmokers.
Chainsmokers. My mom saw it live, actually.
I feel
I
like
have
a-
bad memories with that song.
A lot of the
It's like-
Weeknd songs got overplayed, too.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that. Okay, or the I can't remember. What's the one song Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
Come
It's
and Get
like
Your Love.
No.
I know
Can
you're
I
talking
say the
Wait,
one
about.
from
the- wait,
Guardians of
the-
Galaxy that had, like, thousands?
The Guardians of the Galaxy has one of the best soundtracks in
Yeah.
all of
Was
Marvel.
it when it talks about like, do you like pina coladas?
Yes, the one from
Ah.
Shrek.
The one from Shrek. I know that one.
Getting
That one's
caught
so
in the
fire.
rain.
No, not All
The
Star.
song that plays when they show Fiona.
Okay, Really?
Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes.
Seven
Oh,
Nation.
yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
completely
yeah.
agree.
Okay,
That was
so-
one of the songs. my sister
Cheerleader.
started to.
Cheerleader.
I
Don't
just
like
want
that
to say
song.
that song.
Okay, Cheerleader isn't that good, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, with
I don't
Seven
know what
Nation
song you're
Army in
talking about.
particular, I have a bit of a personal connection and
Mhm.
slight hatred for it because my mom is a massive White Stripes fan. So like every White Stripes
Mhm.
song off that album Elephant is like burned into my brain,
Mhm.
and I kind of grown to hate all of them, even though they're great songs.
Yeah.
Except Seven Nation Army. That's just such a great track that I can't
Yeah,
not like
Seven
it.
Nation Army is iconic.
And-
We play Seven Nation Army a lot here. If you go and check out our CMAS gigs.
And another
just saying.
thing, that bass line is not played on a bass. It's played on a guitar with
It
an
is?
octave pedal.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
because
I
Jack
thought it
White,
was plays.
because Jack White's a guitarist. He's not
Oh.
a bassist, and that's just
Fun
two
fact:
people.
I didn't know who Jack White was like by the name until I put a Beyonce story called "Hurt Yourself" is a Beyonce song, and Jack White is featured on it. And then Wesley Harmony, who's out there, I believe, while we're recording this, said Jack White is like actually really good, and I was like, who? And I went, the guy that's in the title of the song you put on your story. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was him. I didn't know him by name.
That's crazy.
And there's like probably in my opinion the biggest example of this is Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Oh,
That song's always
Actually,
been good.
I'm
I've always
gonna
loved that song.
admit something. I admit a lot of things on this podcast every single week
Wait,
about
can I
things
guess?
didn't
Can I
know.
guess? Can I
Yeah,
guess? You didn't know what Metallica was until this year.
I already admitted that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, what?
Oh.
I didn't know what Enter Sandman was till the halftime show.
Oh.
Huh?
Huh?
Actually, we have unforeseen footage. So, as you know, me and Lily S, we do some advertisement for the Instagram and
no.
TikTok page for CMAS. And I wanted to do Guess That Tune. So then me and Grayson for Halloween walked around with a bucket of candy for Guess That Tune. Grayson plays Enter Sandman, and I go, I don't even know what that is. I genuinely, I can't recognize Enter Sandman without the drums, I'm going to be honest.
What?
Okay, here's the thing. Enter Sandman. Literally every single song off Metallica's first 4 albums is better. However, Enter Sandman is still like a 10 out of 10 song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Enter Sandman is made by Metallica?
Yeah.
Yes. That's why
Are you
reference.
being so for real?
I'm being so for real right now.
Do you
Okay,
even
but
know
One by
music?
Metallica is so good.
I
I-
love one.
I
One
love
is
One.
awesome. One is awesome, and what's so crazy about that song is like half of the songs off that album and Justice for All are better, which just shows how great of an album that is.
Yeah.
I don't really know what they're talking about.
You can tell. I think you could tell. Y'all like, oh,
Do
music.
your research,
Music.
Lily. Come on.
Okay, here's the thing. I understand it may seem like I don't know a lot about music. I just don't know a lot of about Metallica, and we mentioned Metallica like a lot.
Well,
I
how
don't-
can we not?
I
They're
don't-
like
yeah.
the single most popular metal band of all time.
Okay.
I'm
Everybody
aware
knows
of that,
them.
and I didn't know they
This
existed
just
till this
reminded
year.
me. Your Black Sabbath shirt. Like every single girl has a Black Sabbath shirt, having no clue what it is.
Okay.
Like they would sell them at
Speaking-
H&M, and I would see it everywhere.
Dude,
okay, sorry, continue.
This hat in particular, I walked into biology one day, and the kid next to me was like, "Oh, you listen to Black Sabbath? That's cool." And the girl in front of me was like, "Okay, Black Sabbath, name 3 songs." And she was insanely surprised that I actually could name 3 songs.
Okay, back.
Horrible.
Okay, the whole like name 3 songs thing. Okay, I'm cool. Wear the band T-shirt, but just be aware that they're a band. I met a girl. You know those pink Nirvanas?
I was
did
about to
you
bring
think
those up.
Nirvana was
Dude.
the clothing
Yeah,
brand?
they thought Nirvana was like a clothing brand, and I was like, because obviously it's a shirt. It's a shirt. Okay, let's be honest with each other here, but at least know it's a band. Come on.
Yeah.
At Ingleside, you would see groups of girls all wearing the pink rainbow Nirvana sweatshirt.
And I was like, and I think, oh, cool. I actually met a girl who didn't know what Paramore was.
huh?
And
what?
She had a Paramore shirt, and she also wore a Rolling Stone shirt the next day. And then I made a joke about her not knowing who the Rolling Stones were. And then she was like, wait, the Rolling Stones, the lips thing isn't just like a brand.
Are you
and
being
then
so for real?
And then I said, I swear that it was like 3 days in a row. And I made another joke because she was wearing a Goonies shirt.
See,
And
the,
she didn't know Goonies was a movie.
Okay.
Okay, I love Goonies so much.
Yeah.
That
It's
was like
classic.
Goonies is a
a
classic
childhood
movie.
favorite.
Okay. For the record, I don't usually call for the government to ban things, but but
starting the sentence
The
off
Nirvana
very
pink
strong.
sweatshirt.
the government needs to ban like Urban Outfitters and H&M and other such stores from selling band shirts. It is like
Yeah.
Oh my
has
god.
a
Hey,
negative
my
impact on
Ice Spice,
society.
not Ice Spice,
Ice
sorry,
Spice?
my Spice Girl shirt from H&M.
Okay,
yeah, I
no,
know,
H&M
that's the
like-
exception.
Girls.
Okay, if you know the band and you're a fan of the band, H&M has good shirts sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
But like
I have a
all
Janet
the
Jackson
girls,
shirt from
they
Forever
like
21.
everyone, they just ruined the Nirvana shirt. Like I love Nirvana. I would love a
I
Nirvana
I
shirt.
actually like how
But,
cute
like-
the pink Nirvana shirt is, but I feel like, but it was kind of ruined because it turned into like a stereotype of certain
Exactly.
group of
You know what?
people, and like
I don't want to be
No.
involved in that group of people.
it's not necessarily that. It just kind of turned into. You assume that a person who's wearing that shirt doesn't know who Nirvana
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
Is what
That's the
it
thing.
turned
Like,
into.
It
I
became
have,
such a
I have a
stereotype.
Nirvana shirt that I used to wear all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but I stopped wearing it because I realized,
People are gonna call you a poser.
yeah, people
Yeah.
are gonna come up to me and ask me to name 3 songs. I don't want to deal
Alrighty.
with that.
I feel scared even saying I'm a Blink 182 fan. I feel like just
My
the
mom
whole
has a Blink 182 shirt, and then we were at the airport and she was wearing it, and then another person goes, "You actually know who Blink 182 is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, my mom grew up listening to them." Like,
I
I'm
feel
sorry,
s-
what? My mom looks younger though. Okay.
Yeah.
Any last moments on the band shirt thing before we close out this segment? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's getting a little long
I
here.
saw and I counted 12 entire girls wearing a Blink 182 shirt. The pink one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, I've
And-
seen that.
I asked them to name 3 songs. They couldn't even name one.
That's the thing.
That's like when I walk into like a comics area of a store or something, and someone asks me, name three Marvel superheroes, and then I mentioned, like, I just happened to mention 3 girls once because it happens, and this happened to me. This is a real thing that actually does happen to girls in like comic sections.
Oh yeah. 'cause
Yeah, it's a thing, and they'll be like, name 3, and then I'll name 3, and they'll be like, who's that?
Are you
It's
being
just-
serious?
It's really funny to me. It's
Yeah.
just what it. Yeah.
Or it's like when you're wearing a band shirt and someone like say name 3 songs when you actually name 3 songs and they're like, oh.
Oh.
I
See, that's the thing.
And what really annoys
Band
me.
shirts have become not actual
They
fans. of the
become
band.
And here's the thing, here's the thing.
stereotypical.
Here's the worst part of it. Here's the worst part. Somebody asks you to name 3 songs, like say you're wearing a Nirvana shirt. Name 3 songs. Okay.
Name 2 more.
I named 3. No, not
well,
even. That's
2
annoying.
albums.
Name 2. Name some non-hits. And it just goes down
What
this
about their
train. But
archive?
the worst part of it is when they ask
What
you
about
to
their unreleased ones
No.
that are only listed as podcasts and Spotify?
That's the thing. You name 3 songs that are just not hits. You name songs that aren't basically smells like Teen Spirit.
don't like the favorites.
Yeah,
What the heck?
and they're like, "What are those? Those aren't Nirvana songs because you named deep cuts." This has happened to me like twice.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
people who do that usually don't know that much.
Yeah, I feel like, closing note here, I feel like band t-shirts were, or like just obviously merch for an artist is a way, oh, look out for somebody who likes the artist, but it has turned into someone's wearing a pink Nirvana crew neck. They must not know who Nirvana is. And I feel like, I'm like, that's so sad.
They ruined it.
We got to band together. No pun intended. Trolls 3. And
What?
Trolls 3 is called Band Together.
Oh.
I keep
Well, I was also
seeing
saying
it
band together.
everywhere.
Okay, anyways.
Ah.
Closing note, it's just turned into like, if somebody's wearing like I'm just going to say the pink Nirvana crew neck.
Yeah.
They don't know who Nirvana is, and that's turned into like a sad stereotype.
This is why you should listen to bands that aren't as well known, because you see somebody wearing that shirt,
Exactly.
they can't be a poser because nobody's ever heard of them.
Exactly.
All right. On that closing note, that was Lily Svancara. I said your last name right.
Lay.
Nikolas
Graovac-Bloom?
Bloom.
Yes.
Okay. Cameron, I don't know your last name.
Vaughn.
Cameron Vaughn. You think that'd be the easiest one to know. And Lily Trieu, I'm your host. Thank you so much for watching. The week this goes out is actually our singer-songwriter night, so you can check out that live stream video if we weren't able to catch it when we did actually stream it. We will all be there. We are all performing in it, except Lily, who is doing production with me as well. Go check out that video, and then it'll be nearly break after this, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 2 weeks left.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening, and thank you guys for letting me be your host. Thank you to Lily for running cameras. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yes.